What's going on, boxing world? Dana Miller with Potshotboxing. This is a quick video to recap the Mexican Monster David Benavidez versus Gilberto Zurdo, Ramirez, WBO and WBA cruiserweight title fight. Benavidez' speed and accuracy. It looked like it was just too much for Zurdo in this fight. Zurdo, I think, still had the right game plan of trying to come forward, given that he didn't need to be on his back foot anyway. Given that when Zurdo's on his back foot, he gets hit a lot anyway. But in this fight, it didn't matter if Zurdo went backwards or forwards. Benavidez was beating him to the punch in every turn in this fight. It was just combination punching, just a barrage of punches from Benavidez. Benavidez had a great jab in the fight, just devastating body punching, devastating body work by Benavidez. Zurdo had his time in the fight as well. I would say Zurdo had his best round maybe in round 5. But remember, in round 4, that's when he got knocked down by Benavidez. Was in round 4. He got up off the deck. You gotta give Zurdo credit. He got up off the deck. And then in round 5, had probably the best round, maybe his only round in the fight. But it was just a whitewash by Benavidez. The speed. Zurdo just couldn't handle Benavidez's speed. It became target practice in there. It became brutal in there. In the 6th round, right at the end, Zurdo goes down again in the 6th round, and that was all she wrote. They stopped the fight in the 6th round. Mexican Monster David Benavidez, he got the 6th round TKO victory. Thus, he is now the WBA and WBO cruiserweight champion now. He becomes the first man to become champion at 168, 175, and now at 200 pounds for the cruiserweight division. So hats off to David Benavidez, the Mexican Monster, just doing big things right now. He moved up a little bit. He moved up maybe 1 notch on my pound for pound list after this fight. That was impressive what he did to Zurdo. Very impressive. After the fight, he called out Canelo, because Canelo was in the crowd, and he said, "Who wants to see that fight?" I think that was awesome that he got the crowd into it. But he is not ducking and dodging no one. He even talked about Bivol again. So he's not ducking. He wants the smoke. He wants to be great, and you gotta give Benavidez that credit. The Mexican Monster. He wants all of the smoke. And for him to stop Zurdo like he did, that's impressive. Because Zurdo, he took Bivol 12 rounds. It took Bivol 12 rounds to conquer Zurdo, but it only took 6 rounds for Benavidez to conquer him. Not saying that that's anything to say, because again, this is boxing, so styles make fights. If Benavidez and Bivol get together, styles make fights, and that's going to be a tough one for Benavidez if those two do end up getting down with each other. But I'm looking forward to whoever tries to challenge the smoke of the Mexican Monster David Benavidez. But hats off to him on the night. Also, I just wanted to put out there that because on the co-feature, A lot of people were, I don't know if anybody forget, maybe I just forgot about Jaime, but, you know, much credit to Jaime Munguia. He defeated Jose Resendez, you know, 12th round unanimous decision to capture the WBA super middleweight title. So hats off to Jaime. Just wanted to give him a little shout out here. He was on the co-feature of this, you know, big event, you know, Benavidez versus, you know, Ramirez versus Zurdo. So hats off to Jaime for capturing that world title, the WBA super middleweight title. So just wanted to give him that. All right, but this is Dana Miller with Potshotboxing. Let me know in the comments what you all think about, number one, about how impressed you were with the Mexican Monster David Benavidez. He was excellent. You know, the way he handled Zurdo. Zurdo didn't use his jab enough to me. In the fight, I wish he would have did that a little bit more. Maybe he would have stayed in the fight more. Had he, you know, it seemed like he packed in his jab. But Benavidez wasn't just impressive. I don't think it was anything Zurdo could have done on the night. You know, Benavidez just proved he was the better man. But anyway, thank you all so much for you know, watching another video. If you like Potshotboxing, once again, I would like to say comment, subscribe, you know, share, and also, you know, hit that notification button for, you know, when I come out with new videos. But thank you all so much. This is Dana Miller with Potshotboxing.